some reason, the modem, the Wi-Fi modem just took a big healthy poop, completely reset itself. I have been on the phone for the last hour and a half with a very, very polite gentleman over in India. Took us a while, but we got it reset and it's working prime. It's working prime. Let me go on and get part two of tonight LinkedIn. Get everything rocking here. And we'll keep right on a rolling. There may not be anybody here right now, but hey, let's see what's happening. There we go. Got anything rolling here? Nope. So, time for me to restart this puppy. All right. And there is that. Boosh and boof. There we go. All right, got the thumbs up thing. Now we're going to go on and share out part two on the old Facebook. Hopefully, well, no, I shouldn't say hopefully, because we won't have any more technical issues. Because that really awesome guy over in India completely factory reset the modem back to its total awesomeness, and it's working now. Crankly, 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 and there we go. There we go. But we are back. It is an hour and a half later, but we got all the technical issues fixed. Like I said, I went through about a half hour of robot call until it realized it couldn't help me. Then it sent me to a really cool dude over in India that invited us to his wedding. He said I was so friendly, he knew that I'd be really popular over there in the northern part of India. So he invited us to the wedding. So, I told him I thought that'd be really cool. I have never received a wedding invitation in Hindi before. So, but it just goes to prove you can make associates anywhere. Sit down, be nice, treat them with respect. Bada bing, bada boom. You got a new friend across the world. So, all right, let me see here. It says we got one watching. That's probably me. So, I'm just going to keep right on a humping through here, and I'm going to pop these puppies out. So, let's go with this one here next. Name the bill which became the basis of the American Bill of Rights. Name the bill that became the basis of the American Bill of Rights. The correct answer to that one would be the English Bill of Rights. The English Bill of Rights. What is the name of the first American Constitution? Well, that would be the Articles of Confederation. The Articles of Confederation. I'm just going to keep these things rolling on, guys, so y'all can watch it later. Make sure, though, that if you want to play along and you're watching this in repeat status, make sure and pause it after the question. That way you're not cheating. Cheaters never prosper. Well, that's what they say. But, well, I'm going to keep my comments to myself. There's Terry. Hey, Terry. Man, that was really kind of fun, wasn't it? Just all of a sudden, Drew's gone. What's really funny is, even after we lost the internet connection, this thing was still transmitting. And it has no minutes, it has no service, it has no anything. So, like 10 minutes after we lost Wi-Fi, this thing was still recording. It got about 10 minutes of me sitting there staring at a blank screen. Yeah, we had no internet. So it just, the modem for some reason just completely shut down. I had to spend almost a half hour talking to a robot that was trying to solve the problem, and then when it realized it couldn't solve the problem, it got me an actual customer rep, and it took him about an hour to get all the codes sent back through. But I was sitting out in the kitchen looking at the modem, watching all the lights change as he told me they were supposed to change. And but the nice thing is, it's like I said at the beginning before anybody was in here, he invited us to his wedding. I told him, it's like, hey, cool. I've never been to a Hindi wedding before. I said, I probably won't be able to come to this one, but we'll try to send you flowers. I said, but please, do send me an invitation in Hindi. I've never received an invitation in Hindi before. And he said he would do that, so. Which, he is the internet guy, and he has our address and phone number and everything, so. Who knows? Maybe. Hey, Laura. Good to see you. Yeah, we had some tech issues. I actually started promptly at 7, and we made it to a little bit after 8, and just for some reason, and the guy from the guy that helped me can't even explain why our modem just completely reset. So, took me an hour and a half, but I'm back. Yay. All right, here we go. Which automobile was named after the only son of Henry Ford? Which automobile was named after the only son of Henry Ford? Okay, now I see. It was the Edsel. Good job, Laura. It was the Edsel. Yeah, I don't even understand this question, but I'm going to read it to you anyway because it's just completely stupid and makes no sense. How many blacks has become president of America? How many blacks has become president of America? Now, understand, I've been studying history for many, many years. I would probably dispute this answer only because only because 8 black presidents of America. Now, I think they're talking about president of the ACLU, president of the United States, president of whatever. But yeah, they say 8 black men have become president of the United States. I think somebody was sneezing or had the hiccups when they were typing these questions and answers out because, yeah. Hey, Jared, good to see you, bud. I know Obama was Hawaiian. He wasn't even technically black. He was mulatto. Mulatto. Malato. Mulatto. In which year was the first commercial flight of America? Now, see, even the wording in this one. I am thinking that someone put something up. In which year the first commercial flight of America was scheduled? In what year was the first commercial flight in America scheduled? Let me see. Be right back. Got to share this. All right. Thanks, Jared. I appreciate it, bub. Actually, my coffee pot is on. It's going gurgle, gurgle, gurgle over here. It's here. My big metal percolator. No, actually, way earlier than 1954, believe it or not. In which year was the first commercial flight of America scheduled? Oh no, the mulatto. Yeah, it sounds like blonde coffee bean. Mulatto. Gurgle, 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 gurgle. All right, swing back around here. 1946. No. Wookie. What is up, my brother? Brother from another mother. My fuzzy brother from another mother. 1953, much earlier than 1953. In what year was the first commercial flight in America scheduled? Y'all ain't gonna believe this stuff. Y'all ain't gonna believe it. Believe it or not, bud, you missed that by 1 year. 1 year. 1914. 1914. 2 years after the Titanic went down, we decided we were going to start flying like birds and taking people with us. If we can't successfully swim like a fish, we sure as hell cannot fly like a bird. Name the essays written by James Madison and John Jay. Name the essays written by James Madison and John Jay. How are you and Jared doing, Laura? You guys feeling any better? Jan was really looking forward to meeting up with you guys last week, but she completely understood the fact that you guys were both under the weather. Now Jay's walking around coughing and hacking, and she has a doctor's appointment at 8 o'clock in the morning. But she had to take his truck today and go get the generator. It was done getting worked on, and she said she lysoled the hell out of his truck because whatever making him cough and hack, she didn't want it. It was the Federalist Papers. You are completely right, Laura. I was just talking. I wasn't ignoring you. And we were looking forward to meeting her and Jay. Didn't want to make him sick. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. We received word last night that this new strand of the old nasty C, there's 6 cases here in our town. And the wife was asking my daughter this morning where her mask was from last year. So, we had to dig her out a mask just in case somebody will Yeah, it'll happen one day. I mean, if it wasn't so damn far, if it wasn't so far, I would love for you guys to be able to come up to one of our Ghostoramas next year. There's going to be 4 of them next year. Jan and Jay had a ball this year. And a couple of the places that we're going to be having them, we've done investigations at, and there is some freaky deaky stuff in these places. One of them, the people that watch the land now are convinced is an elemental native spirit. All right, let's move on. Which treaty forced Britain to recognize the United States as an independent nation? Which treaty forced Britain to recognize the United States as an independent nation? Yep, it would be amazing. I would love to meet up with you guys and do an investigation. I didn't get a chance to do it with Jan and Jay this year. Um, but next year when they come up, not only are we going to have the investigation at the site where they're doing Ghostorama, but I'm also going to set up a separate investigation that just, you know, I can take them and you guys, whoever else wants to go along and go out and do it for possibly one of our big old cemeteries. We have one right there in Paw Paw, Michigan, where Ghostorama was at this year that is very, very old and active. So, yeah, it was the Treaty of Paris. Good job, Laura. It was the Treaty of Paris. Who was the first president to appear on television? Who was the first president to appear on television? Who was the first president to appear on television? It was not Harding. Oh my God. Jared, mark this down in your calendar, dude. Laura got one wrong. Holy poopy caca, Batman. As a married man myself, wives were ever wrong. I didn't have to say that. She's nowhere around. When me and KG come up again, we should do an investigation. The witch grave in the cemetery in Ianstown. We can go to Silverbrook, bud. We can go to Silverbrook. There's just not a lot there. I mean, there's great activity, but I've never had anything major happen around the witch's grave. Never. And I mean, even her family were convinced she was a witch. They had her buried above ground. Her casket, instead of being put in the ground like the rest of the family, she's in a concrete vault sitting on the surface of the ground so she don't contaminate the holy ground. Yeah, that's one for the books. You're sitting next to her. You better be careful. I'm, what, 12 hours away, so she can't throw that hard. It was Roosevelt. Good job, girl. It was Roosevelt. Here's one from your neck of the woods. In 1863, which state seceded from Virginia? In 1863, which state seceded from Virginia? Nope, it was not Delaware. In 1863, which state seceded from Virginia? Jan told me I need to get you guys back on. No, it was not Pennsylvania. Jan told me I need to get you guys back on a Friday night again sometime soon. I was actually going to get a hold of you Sunday when she told me, and it's like, no, they've been sick. I'll give them a little bit of break time, and I'll get a hold of them in like a week or so, and find and get something rolling. It's been a while since I've had them on. It was West Virginia. You are correct. West Virginia. How many houses? Yeah, it was kind of obvious. How many houses were created in the Great Compromise? How many houses were created in the Great Compromise? Well, I mean, whenever you guys feel like doing it, give me the word. I'll do the same thing I did last time. I will make up a real cool advo for you guys to put on your community tab, put on your social networks and stuff. Send it to you, and we'll make it happen. I'm happy to have you guys up whenever you want to come up. Y'all got some good stories to tell. Plus, you're fun. I like having fun guests. Two. Two houses. You are correct. This girl knows her history. Thank God she don't come in here when the place is full. There'll be a lot of really upset historians in here. They don't like losing. What can I say? Whenever you want us up, just tell us. We'll be there. I'm free Friday night. 2 days. Won't be much notice to any of your peeps and stuff like that, but I don't have. I had somebody scheduled for Friday night and they fell through. Awesome. I'll put something together tomorrow morning and send it over to you guys, and we'll make it happen. I got a big mouth and can shout it every day. Cool. I like that. I'm only smart when I can think, mostly guessing. Well, you're guessing good. You're either guessing or Google's your best friend. When did New York become a state? When did New York become a state? When did New York become a state? Oh, oh, she was wrong again. Nope, not 79 or 76. A little too early there. When did New York become a state? When the United States bought it. Yeah, when the Dutch bought it. No, wait, that was before that. What, $24 worth of beads? Um, nope, not 1797. A little bit too late on that one. But you're in the ballpark. I mean, you're a decade either way, so 1788. New York became a state in 1788. Here's a good one. What? Hey, Robert. Good to see you, bud. I'm Southern. I blame it on that. There you go. There you go. Blame it on that Southern blood. What was Uncle Sam's real name? What was Uncle Sam's real name? 18 inches since Monday. Yeah, they're talking about snow showers here this weekend. This winter that they were saying earlier we could get up to 6 feet of snow. Now they're now saying could be very comparable to the winter of '78. Which, there's only been 3 times since I've been alive that the National Weather Service and the Farmer's Almanac agreed. And that was '78, '83, and like 8 years ago when we got a little over 6 feet of snow. Um, so yeah, they're talking this year. They're agreeing again this year that we could be compared to the winter of '78. So we'll see. It was Samuel Wilson, Laura. It was Samuel Wilson. I got to quit rattling and just start kicking these questions out. 2017 was our last big year, and it's shaping up to be that way. Oh, wow. 17, 18, 19, 21. Yeah, it was like 2015, I think, for us, when we just got smashed. The the snow was 3 feet over the top of our mailboxes out at the road's edge. So shit, I'm ready to go to Florida. July 4th is Independence Day of the United States. Which date did John Adams declare should have been the date of independence? July 4th is Independence Day in the United States, but what date did John Adams declare should have been the date of independence? Oh, close but no cigar. It was actually the second. It was actually the second. Yep. It was July 2nd when John Adams declared this would be our date of independence. Hey, Ian. Good to see you, bud. Glad you're still up and around. Actually started this much earlier, but I had some technical issues I had to take care of, and it took me about an hour and a half to get them squared away. So we came back for part 2 without technical difficulties. My oldest was born on the 4th of July. Very cool. Very cool. I've never met anybody born on the 4th of July. Which state was formerly not admitted by accident in the Union of the U.S.? Which state was formerly not admitted by accident in the Union of the U.S.? Which state was formerly not admitted by accident in the Union of the U.S.? It was not Alaska. Which state was formerly not admitted by accident in the Union of the U.S.? It was Ohio. You're real good. You're real good at this guessing game, Laura. You're too good at this guessing game. It's me again, Margaret. Ray Stevens. God love him. That is one crazy feller right there I'd love to meet before he goes on to see the Maker. I blame Alex Trebek. This is Jeopardy! In which year was Steve Rogers born? In which year was Steve Rogers born? I don't know. Don't ask me. I have no clue. I know Buck Rogers. I know, um, what was the $6 million man's name? What was Captain America's name? It was 1920. It was 1920. Good job. I know I'm a Captain America fan myself. Um, where? This is good. Do we have lifelines? No. You can call your dog. That's about it. I got a bird or a cat. I mean, you can call them. Where did the Hollywood sign originate? Where did the Hollywood sign originate? Hey, Adam. Good to see you, bud. Nope, the Hollywood sign did not originate in Tijuana. Nope, not Germany. Hey, Richie. Good to see you, bud. No, I didn't say when did it originate, KG. I said where did it originate? Where did the Hollywood sign originate? Um, nope, not Hollywood, man. Believe it or not, the Hollywood sign was a temporary real estate marker. The Hollywood sign, before it was put up on the mountainside or put up in the hills, was actually a temporary real estate marker. Ireland, Hollywood. When was the last amendment made to the Constitution of America? When was the last amendment made to the Constitution of America? Samsonite, I was way off. 1992. Good job, Laura. Which state firstly ratified the Constitution? You were 9 years old. Let me think. In 92, God, in 92, 87, 80, 88, 99. I was 24 years old. I was 24 years old. After all the rest of them. Delaware was the first state to ratify the Constitution. You was 4, Robert? Which case in the U.S. set up the principle of judicial review? Which case of the United States set up the principle of judicial review? Oh, you were born in 88? Wow. My wife was born in 80. I was born in 68. Which case of the U.S. set up the principle of judicial review? Yeah, there's a little bit of law stuff in here, you know. Anybody else? Anybody else? The case in the U.S. that set up the principles of judicial review were Marbury versus Madison. Marbury versus Madison. Born in 84. Such youngins, man. I don't know. Such youngins. Which invention revolutionized trade in America? Which invention revolutionized trade in America? Which invention revolutionized trade in America, even before the train? I was going to say the steel horse, but I figured, you know. even before the train. Which invention revolutionized trade in America? You know, I'm going to go on and give that to you, Robert. It is a steamboat. A steamboat was the invention that revolutionized trade in the United States. Which constitutional amendment allowed the right to vote regardless of race? Which constitutional amendment allowed the right to vote regardless of race? Which constitutional amendment allowed the right to vote regardless of race? It is the 15th Amendment. Good job, Laura. All right, she's back on track, guys. Duck and weave, duck and weave. Got to be quick. This girl knows her history. Who is the best known abolitionist of the United States? Who is the best known abolitionist of the United States? He was a history major in high school. Then we have to meet up sometime soon. Pick each other's brains a little bit. Well, maybe not soon, but as soon as possible. It was Douglas. Good job. It was Frederick Douglass. Who designed the Statue of Liberty? Who designed the Statue of Liberty? No, I will not accept that French dude. This is French. What? Here, let me rephrase that. What was the name of that French dude that designed the Statue of Liberty? That's how you do it. What was the name of that French dude that designed the Statue of Liberty? Leo. It was Frederick Bartholdi. It was Frederick Bartholdi. They didn't give his middle name. Freddie. Yeah, there you go. Freddie. Freddie. In what year did the Boston... I got to do it. I'm sorry. In what year did the Boston Tea Party occur? In what year did the Boston Tea Party occur? Yeah, not to be confused with Freddie Mercury. Because nothing really matters to me. It was 1773. Good job, Laura. In what American city, or I should say, here's another one of those messed up ways they got it phrased. Let me see here. Which American city hosted the Summer Olympics 2 times? Which American city hosted the Summer Olympics 2 times? What was the Boston Tea Party about? I don't remember. I read about it in history, but can't remember shit. Got a hold of me. It was about the tariff that England set on the tea that was being shipped into the colonies. So several people, dressed up as Mohawk Indians and took, white men's boats out there. They dressed up as Indians. They painted their faces, put feathers in their hair, and still wore their colonial clothing. But everybody assumed they were Indians. Paddled out to the boat and dumped the tea into the harbor. I don't do sports, so this is a guess. It was LA. LA is the only American city to host the Summer Olympics 2 times. That's a very good guess for you not being good at sports. Very good guess. In what year was CNN established? In what year was CNN established? Just went with the popular city. Well, good job on that popular city. In what year was CNN established? Um, don't know. No clue. It said LA. I got to go with LA. I don't know. 1912. No clue. Don't watch the news. Neither do I. Any news I want, I get off the computer because I can pick and choose. And I don't gotta just listen to the bad shit. Unless it's, like a school shooting or something, then I watch it and I wish hateful shit on the guy that did it. But I mean, that's how I start my mornings. CNN was established in 1980. 1980. Moving right along. We might have time for one more question before I call it a night. The only news I want is when food is done. Amen to that, sister. Amen to that. Should have been here tonight. Wife had to work late. I made homemade grilled chicken wraps. They was good. In what year did George Washington become the first U.S. president? In what year did George Washington oh, they were good. In what year did George Washington become the first U.S. president? Around the year everybody elected him. Believe it or not, they didn't hold an election back then. He was appointed the first U.S. president. We did not have an electoral process in 1789, Laura, when he was elected. So he was basically assigned the job. He was asked to accept it and did. following the American Revolution, yes, they asked him to be king, and he believed that a democratic country should not have a king, it should not have a ruler, it should have a figurehead. It should have a person who appears to be in charge, but the people were really in charge. When I do trivia in front of people, I brain fart. Following the U.S. Constitution, what year did the Americans battle against England? Following the United States, or following the U.S. Revolution, what year did Americans battle England? It was 1812. It was 1812. Good job, Laura. Good job, Robert. Guys, that is going to be it. I planned on going for 4 hours tonight. I didn't make it because of the technical difficulties. I didn't say Alexa. Shut up. Yeah, in 1814, they took a little trip, along with General Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. Maybe it was Colonel Jackson. Was he a colonel back then? Night, Wook. We'll see you later, bud. Laura and Jared, you just made my Alex go off. I keep forgetting to turn mine off here, and every bloody time that I'm watching a video and they yell anything that even sounds like that name, this one goes off. It's like, really? Seriously? It didn't even say that name. But Laura and Jared, I will get up in the morning and make something up for Friday night, and I will send it right over to you guys to put on your community tab and your social media and stuff. We'll make it happen. I know it's short notice, but I know that'll make a lot of people happy, especially a young woman down there in southern Ohio that was really looking forward to seeing you guys. So that's all I got for you guys tonight. Thank y'all for coming in here for round 2 of trivia without the technical difficulties and me saying the F word a couple times, which I can't cut out. So, oh well. But you guys all have a good evening. I will get with you guys tomorrow. Jared and Laura. Wook, you have a good evening, bud. Richie, take care. KG, take care. You're welcome for welcome for guessing at some of the answers. About 97% of them. So, good job. But you guys all have a great night. Y'all take care. I'll get with you guys tomorrow, Laura and Jared. Everybody else, have a good evening. Be looking for the video tomorrow morning when you get out of bed. It'll be uploaded sometime between 7 and 10. Just depends on when I get my ass out of bed. So tomorrow is going to be a real good one. We are still celebrating Native American Indian Heritage Month here on the channel. This one's going to be pretty cool. So y'all take care, and I will talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good evening. God bless.